everybody, this is T-Bone here, and welcome back to this week's Mythic unit highlight for the infected units. This week I'm going to be featuring the Perjure. Now I've got one from the birthday pack, but unfortunately he's not leveled up enough. And so I thought I would try it out and see how he goes. So the perks I chose for this unit are Vulnerability, target takes 20% extra damage. Spreading Slime, which increases the puddle area of effect by 90%. And the floor is lava, damage over time is permanent. I was kind of debating between this one and the other perk, which is Focus Fire that targets support humans first. I decided to go with the permanent damage over time because I thought that might be more useful for tanky units like the Fire Chief, Fire Marshal, or the Deforester. Now the Purger is the mythic version of the Cesspool, and so let's give him a try. Let's see how he does. Now my guild is currently rating LA, so let's give that a try. And what I'll do is I'll have just the Purger, and I will bring in a Mortician just to revive him so that he can continue to fight. So I'm going to clear some units. And let's give him a try. So one thing I noticed when I was playing around with him earlier is that if the Perjure is alive, then the damage over time will remain. What I saw was that my Perjure actually shot at the units, and then it died, and then the damage immediately disappeared from the unit. So I believe that damage over time will not work on, if the unit dies. But let's take a look just to confirm. So what I'm gonna do is let's just show it in slow motion. So you can see it as it shoots. It doesn't stop until it actually see how he shot there, but then because he died, the units didn't get damaged. So that was actually a perfect opportunity to show that. So if you pick this perk, you have to make sure that the Perjure stays alive. And so I think what you really want, and you can see here the Timber Beast is being damaged over time until it finally died. Alright, so now the thing is, these units don't really have any ability to damage buildings, but let's just kind of see him walk around and shoot at the units here. Now, if this was the other perk, it would have shot directly at any of the healing units, the support units like the combat medic or the surgeon or Sawbones first. And because it's not, it just kind of shoots at any of the closer enemies. All right, there you go. So two Purgers are enough to take care of a high level Timber Beast, which is good. Now let's see how much of the... Okay, so I'm going to have to drop a unit here. And it looks like I'm going to just have to add more drones to the mix to see if I can maybe perhaps damage the building a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately these small units, they really have no damaging power, but I think with the Perjure in place, it can actually help. So I could technically solo this, so to speak. Let's just see what happens here. If it comes down to it, I will drop one of my explosives just to make it go faster, but it looks like this one is okay. 30 seconds, can I do it? Let me add another Perjure in there, drop another set of units through the geyser. Come on, oh, let me increase your attack. Come on. Oh man. Alright. Well, there's not enough time. That's too bad. I thought I could have done it. So so there it is with the Perjure by itself. So that was pretty cool. I was able to show that when it dies, the damage disappears, and that when it stays alive, the damage actually does stay over time and can really effectively take out units. And if you notice, the puddle was larger, right? So the area of effect was bigger, so it really will attack basically almost everyone on the pad as soon as it hits. So I think this is a really good unit to have in your arsenal, just because it shoots from far, and it can actually provide a area of effect attack that can take out multiple enemies. a lot better than the Spitter or Malignity, which I featured last time. So I like this unit a lot better. Now let's try this again, this time with the support of my Titan, just because I need to be able to take down the buildings faster. So let's see what happens now if I bring in the Titan to the mix. All right, so not Titan, Dreadnought. So I'm going to go ahead and start him off. And so because the damage happens over time, it really helps, especially when there are healing units behind the tanks that constantly heal them. What I've noticed before is that when there's when my cesspool or my Perjure attacks, the damage stops after some time. So unless it gets hit, the units get hit again, they stop getting damaged. And so in this way, even if the Perjure is not attacking it, the damage continues. And at level 50, the damage can be pretty high. And so I think it's a really good way to take out those really difficult to kill units like those tanks. Sometimes they can take a long time for a Dreadnought to kill. And with a combination of the Dreadnought and the Perjure, I see no problems really dealing with that. So I think a few units died, so that's why I didn't get perfect. That's because I didn't bring in my Mortician, but that's okay. So let's see if I can do a. Let's try now a insane campaign. So unfortunately, I don't have all my units leveled up yet. I am almost there. I'm almost there for New Orleans. I'm leveling up my what is this guy? Foreman, and he's at level 19, so just one more level to go, and I can actually do this. So let's do Vancouver, and let's attempt to use just the same 3 units, and let's see what happens there. Typically, Dreadnoughts for insane levels, they die from the Fire Marshals and from the Reapers. So I'm going to bring in a couple of Morticians just to look at the number of snipers there. All right, so I'm going to start on this side. I'm going to bring in my Perjure, and I'm going to bring in my Mortician. So the Morticians have, I have 2 Morticians, one with each perk, one that will convert the spawning point, and the other would actually heal my unit. So you can see here that when it attacks, the squishier units like the Shot Storm and the Ballista, they die almost immediately, right? And now we have these Fire Marshals to deal with, and let's see how we do here. So if this was just with the my regular Dreadnoughts, they would have died right away. They would have been dead by now, but because my Perjure was behind them, attacking, look at that. It's actually killing those Fire Marshals really easily. So let's see. We might be able to actually do this. We may actually be able to finish this. So let's see. All right, if my Morticians would stop acting like a tank and run in front of the units, maybe they could live longer. So both of my Morticians have the level 30 perk that increases the range of revival, so that's really effective. That's really nice. And I like combining the 2 Morticians together. Actually, one that heals and the other that that will convert the spawning point, because sometimes it's nice. It's nice to be able to take my units down the down the alleyway and be able to spawn them closer to where my units are instead of somewhere way far away. Some maps, they really don't have they really have their spawn points really far apart, and so having them in the middle is good. All right, so this is. Okay, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to have to actually get them to move a little bit. All right, so let's get my Dreadnought in here quickly, because I am running out of time. So let's hurry. All right, so this one's in the bags, and we got it. Cool. So there it is. All I've had to do is pair up my Perjure with a Dreadnought and bring in a Mortician or 2, and I was able to take on an insane level and also the expert level for a raid. I would do Dubai here, but Dubai really is one of the easier maps to do here on the infected side. So I think actually Honolulu might be a little more difficult. We'll see. So next time, I'll try again, and I'll for sure be requesting this unit more often. Hope you enjoyed it this time. If you get a chance, do borrow a Perjure, level 50 Perjure, and I will see you next time.